smash them. And so you have to have something that's going to be able to deal with the in lane wherever it goes. And Akali does fit the bill quite nicely.
Yeah, but it's not a tank locked in. They're saving that last pick. They have, you know, again, the Xin Zhao kind of pseudo-tank when his ult's up, plus the Seraphine shielding him behind, but they still are lacking that, like, primary go button outside of a couple of, you know, Ashe Seraphine ults.
This would be exciting to see Quid locking in the Yone. This is a guy who has been known as a melee specialist, but it just really hasn't been meta so far this year to play a lot of the melee champs. Not going to get locked in, though. It is going to be the Gnar instead, which is going to be that blind up for the top side. So Aurora is going to be going mid, and now we're going to have to find out what pairing they want for core. They do have pretty good engage already with the Jarvan, so I think they have options. You know, you could go in Enchanter if he feels like that is the best matchup. And then we are just waiting for what is Dokla's counter going to be to this Gnar. I actually really like that. I think that makes a ton of sense if you do go Bard. Bard, again, it's the same kind of philosophy here. You throw down the ulti on the Seraphine or the Ashe. You set up easily then for the Jarvan, for the Aurora, for the Gnar to have that time to come in. Jhin ult opens up right after you've hit it, and you really create that chaos. You try to have everyone in position to look for the kill. I'd be excited to see a pick like this. It does not seem like a Dokla pick. Yorick is an old school Dokla pick that every time I talk to him, I'm always joking about it, because when he was on Optic, he used to play Yorick.
Yeah,
and I always am like, so when's the Yorick come back, buddy? And he's always like, okay.
So let him cook, though, because they let him do Varus top.
They did.
Range bull.
And they lock it in.
Counter pick to Gnar. This is huge counter pick. Individual, but you have to play to it as jungle. Aurelia, you know, we've seen it before, tried to use in the LCS. Sniper tried to do it there with Spooks, actually, who's on screen, was the coach at the time. And
Game 3, we're onto the Rift.
And especially if you can leverage a lead early on this Aurelia, then usually it's pretty difficult to team fight with this champ, let's be honest, as a melee carry. But if you have a Seraphine on your team, it makes melee carries way easier to navigate because of all the CC, but also the safety of the shield and the big heal. So honestly, I like the cooking here. I like that they're really indexing into this bottom lane battlefield over this side brush about to begin, but they have the vision.
And look at this. This feels like a throwback, the 4 pots boots, because there is so much poke on this other side. You know,
well,
JOSEDEODO's job is pretty tough in this game. You have to cover top. Your bot side's also getting shoved in constantly. They almost always know where you are. It's really tough for a J4 who's known for being able to like make early game plays find anything right now.
I completely agree with that. That being said, though,
Cross world between Vale and Big Cataclysm. First blood to Quid with an outplay and a jungle assist.
Yeah, that looked weird. I kind of want to watch that back. Saint, I think, made quite a few mistakes in the last game. I think his ultimates were pretty poorly placed, and at times he wasn't even canceling them when he could have. You know, like when I think about that bot lane dive. And so to go from that into a mistake in this one, Saint is, I think, a pretty emotional player. You know, when he's hot, he's really hot, and when he's cold, he's really cold. He has been on fire in playoffs thus far, but last game, definitely his weakest in playoffs. And then to start that off with this, makes me a little bit worried about how he's going to perform going forward in this game.
Yeah, also when you're just behind now. I mean, that's 2 stacks on Darkseal that you gave Quid. He was able to get more CS, and you're falling behind in that department. So it's not just the 1 kill that you give over to the team. It's the assist gold. It's the way that the wave state's currently at. As now Inspired starting up the Dragon. We saw the Grubs taken by Team Liquid. So it doesn't look like they will contest this objective. It's just a trade between them. So nice for Lion to at least pick this up. Oh, okay. We're down to 1 health. Deadly Flourish. We almost had a steal.
Yeah, a little zap. We've been there before. It's okay. 1 HP. It's fine. Just turn around.
Complete footwork as well, but that being said, he's not that far down, you know, is holding on in this matchup, and Morgan's doing great on the top side. We do see a big bias come through from Dokla. He now has tier 2 boots and Blade of the Rune King, so...
Ooh, arrow lands onto Yan, but the Bard ult to try and turn things around, slow the damage from Berserker. Now they can turn with a 4 shot, but Berserker still healthy with the Seraphine behind him. Curtain call as JOSEDEODO comes in, the Flag and Drag knockup lands, and Isles falls. Kill goes over to JOSEDEODO. Team Liquid find another one.
So before that play started, I saw the blue ping on Krugs that was on Inspired farming on bottom side to be like, yeah, we're not scared of this. And bot side played it really nicely. Jan's able to outdistance the Seraphine ultimate here. You know, he's got Boots of Swiftness, just use the cleanse, walk back out, go for the re-engage, get their second kill of the game.
Inspired's looking top. There are multiple members from Team Liquid hovering around Morgan. He's caught off from his wave. Dokla taking some damage here, but he's just trying to buy time for Inspired, and the kill is picked up. Lion answer back in the top half.
I mean, Morgan had been doing great, but he was sitting in lane with 2,300 gold. Like, he had not based in a long time. Dokla had gone back to base. Morgan just up on the top side. Again, the wave is held, and he knows he has to be very, very careful. Dokla has the ult in 7 seconds, so that is going to be the window he's going to be looking for. But Core is here to cover. You can see multiple members coming up from TL, so they're kind of trying to bait Dokla.
Goes for the Vanguard immediately, and Core JJ gets an auto slow. Also, it will miss. Core JJ holding the Q right now. Dokla actually flashes over it, and now has Saint in his back pocket. The focus is Morgan. Core JJ keeps him alive, so Jan can try and turn one, but it's disaster for Liquid. Lion find 3.
That's why I say it's the most dangerous when the minion wave is right there in front of Aurelia's turret, because Dokla can use the minion wave to re-engage and disengage at will.
Second, the Bard showed, he was already TPing.
It makes you think both teams are calling this play at the same time, because it was a reset timer, and you know the bottom lane was also...
Saints in the top side versus Quid here, looking to chase down the Aurora. Q's landing one after another. Quid could be in some trouble here. Flash from Saint, flash response from Quid. Will survive.
That was pretty close, though. Now Dokla trying to get aggressive here onto Morgan. You have Blade of Rune King done. Doesn't matter if your abilities miss, you just auto-attack this guy to death.
Yeah, as you can see, he's chunking out the Gnar, but JOSEDEODO is in the back pocket.
Yeah, both junglers. Look at the mini-map. The other Inspired's coming down too.
Smash down is the teleport in from the mid lane. Cataclysm onto Dokla. They got him this time. Teleport will complete from Quid, but they already killed the top laner.
I love how we just see everything up, and as long as Ash Arrow, look at this, 2 seconds left on it. Wait for the next Ash Arrow. If Berserker can fire this, he has a good spot out of vision.
Oh, Tempered Fate. They're chain CCing onto the support here. Isles slowed down. Inspired trying to keep him alive. The Cataclysm used onto Isles. Fourth shot might be enough, but it does not land. Inspired instead jumps in onto JOSEDEODO. Berserker now has a flank angle here as JOSEDEODO jumps over the wall away from his team. Deadly Flourish will not land on a Saint right there as JOSEDEODO gets out with the Hex Gate. So again, nobody goes down.
Encore.
Ooh, Morgan actually goes for a cheeky little play there. Ults in and looks for the wallop onto Saint, but won't land the stun. Just pushing the wave with the rest of the team behind him. Tempered Fate's coming up in 2 seconds for Core JJ. They could look to ult the turret and then get the damage onto Saint. He tries to go back in, stunned up, knocked down. Tempered Fate onto the turret, and a clean dive from Team Liquid.
That was so nicely done from them. They just waited out everything from Saint. No ability to outplay. You can't allow them to go first. You're going to get stunned to the wall by the Gnar, so you're forced to try to use those abilities.
It seems like Lion should just be able to pick this up. And also no jungler. JOSEDEODO instead is just going to look at the Herald.
I'm honestly really surprised that they decided not to contest at all. It just feels like you are now one mistake away from losing the game, basically, right? You know, if you do have a pick happen, if you get its Smite stolen or anything like that, Hextech Soul is one of those really powerful souls that generally can secure a victory. So pretty risky stuff here for TL, but they're instead trying to play the other side of the map, try to play for a little bit of gold, waiting for some item completions perhaps for this next fight.
Yeah, I think Jhin is just a little weak. Was going to be really low.
But it does make me feel like it's a little bit more reminiscent of Game 1, where I think TL were a bit hesitant to use their tools.
Morgan again with the wall up onto Dokla for the stun. Nars him into the wall, and another Cataclysm from JOSEDEODO. Everybody getting the kill credit there. Team Liquid find another pick in the side lane.
Team Liquid send 4 people to the war zone this time, which means, yeah, Lion can have a Akali split push on top side and get that rest of that tower gold, but they're just going to move in with multiple people and the Rift Herald. So they're getting 2 lanes here.
Wow.
Even though you fully commit to a bot side play, it's not like you're giving up anything really.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Lion can try and defend this mid side. They're losing their tier 2 bot. They're getting that outer turret top side. So Saint will eventually clear that one, but still positive gold play for Team Liquid.
I mean, Morgan still basically kills this bottom tower. He gets the whole thing. Secondary tower here, so huge stuff from Team Liquid. Really smart play. They go Seraphine. Let's see it in the team fight.
And consistently, they're not getting the push in these waves. Now they are in the mid lane as Saint jumps in onto Quid. Inspired follows up as well. Some chunk damage as they interrupt the flag and drag from JOSEDEODO. The Blade Dance not going to go down for the follow-up stun. And Deadly Flourish will land, plus a Tempered Fate. It's only onto Dokla. It's only the Aurelia who flashes away from the follow-up CC. So Lion do get their top laner out of there. It's still a bit of a push and pull here.
Yeah, they're just trying to wait out Morgan's Narbar. They want that to expire. He has flash. It's about to end, and then Lion can look for the fight.
Big play now for the fight with no ultimate on the Gnar, no Mega Gnar available for Team Liquid. They're going to have to find a different way to get in here. They still have Cataclysm. They still have Between Worlds. There's a flash for Cataclysm. Flashes out from Isles and company. Dokla taking a big damage, rooted down, but the encore on the multiple members. Berserker free firing on to Team Liquid. Morgan's trying to retreat, but the Dragon Soul is secured, and Lion smash a team fight with a double kill to Akali.
All right, Lion got the soul, and they can run them over towards the Baron as well.
Yeah, Lion crushed that fight. I mean, TL just could not coordinate to burst down one of these carries, and that is the problem. It's all upfront damage. If you are not successful with that engage, you got nothing.
Oh, they even stopped Core JJ's back, and the Baron is on the table here, so Team Liquid going to have to watch as that goes down, get some waves for themselves, but so much gold in the pocket of Lion, plus 2 back-to-back objectives.
So nicely done from Lion. They kite back TL off of Morgan's teleport, and Morgan's not able to stun Dokla out of the teleport, so the flash away is good. They kite into the Dragon Pit, secure everything, and Lion in a commanding position now. Let's just...
It's way mega.
I will try to flash on Aurora, okay?
Okay.
I will try to make it a bit lower.
Just tell me when, okay?
Alright, now Mega Gnar.
On my next Q, keep
Okay,
waiting,
okay.
keep waiting. Keep waiting.
I'm waiting.
I'm gonna ult to buy
나도
time.
almost
Actually, I
there.
might go on
Where's
Jarvan.
Aurora,
Guys, look
though?
on Jarvan.
They want to engage.
Wait,
I'm
Bash
looking
can't
Gnar. I'm
Aurora,
looking
Aurora,
Gnar. Okay.
Aurora
hit
dead,
her.
Aurora dead.
Aurora dead.
Focus on Jarvan.
Jarvan dead.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah,
My
looks
W
pretty
in
good.
7.
Get
W in
dragon,
7.
get dragon, get dragon.
Try to
Yeah,
kill
Dragon
Gnar as well.
dead.
Try to kill Gnar as well.
Yeah,
Get
Nash after.
Yeah. Sorry, I flashed way too early.
Nice.
Okay.
Man, these comms are clean.
Yep.
These comms are clean. Wait on my next Q. He charges up the Q on the Dragon now.
Temper Fate onto Dokla with the curtain call. They're trying to get some slows and some damage down, but I mean, that Seraphine shield just nullifies every tick of damage coming in from Jan.
And they were able to delete Quid. The Aurora instantly went down with the flank.
By
Dokla-
deleting, Jan has a flash away. Dokla with the Vanguard's Edge follows him up. Turret's doing some damage here, but now Lion trying to turn their attention there. Dokla's still taking it up, but he still lives through it all. Lion find 2 kills plus the turret.
like to make a prediction. Morgan is not going to carry this game.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I would like to update a previous prediction. Yeah.
I like your second prediction more than your first.
Although, to your credit, you did say if the Dragon Soul is denied, he's going to carry the game. It was not denied.
Yeah.
Lion were able to pick that up.
If Lion kill the Nexus, I think they'll win the game. A bold prediction.
What will he predict next? Yeah.
They're looking really good, and I'm predicting this series is going to be going to match point here for Lion.
They have the Baron empowered minion, 2 cannons behind them, and Team Liquid ain't got nothing but a dream to stop this push. Lion showing up here, going 2-1 up in the series.
Man, these are really fun games to
Yeah.
watch. You know, the game plans from both sides